There comes a time in every person's life when nothing seems to move. You are working hard, but no one sees it. You are trying every single day, but no one believes in you. And slowly, you begin to question yourself. Am I even growing? Is anything changing? Will my effort ever pay off? Today, I want to tell you a simple story, but a story that carries the answer to these questions. A story about a boy and a seed that grew in silence. In a small village lived a boy named Ayan. He was quiet, thoughtful, and full of dreams, but people around him never believed in him. Whenever he talked about his goals, the villagers would laugh and say, You don't have what it takes. You're too slow, too simple, too ordinary." These words didn't break him, but they planted something inside him, a silent seed. Every night, while everyone slept, Ayan studied under a tiny lamp. His books were old, his table was cracked, but his hope was alive. He didn't have fancy resources, but he had focus. He didn't have a cheering crowd, but he had a burning desire. His father, a poor laborer, would put his hand on Ayan's shoulder and say, "Son, effort never fails. Sometimes it just takes time, a lot of time." But time was exactly what the world didn't want to give him. One day, the villagers mocked him again. "Stop dreaming, boy. Nothing is going to change for you." Ayan went home quietly. He didn't argue, didn't shout, didn't complain. He simply made a decision. I will not talk. I will grow. Just like a seed buried deep under the soil, hidden, silent, unnoticed. Ayan went into his own silence. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Nothing changed on the outside, but inside him, everything was moving. While others partied, Ayan worked. While others laughed at him, he learned quietly. And while others looked for shortcuts, he built strong roots. Because real growth always begins in silence. Roots don't make noise. They don't ask for attention. They just grow. Time passed, and Ayan's friends left the village. Some got jobs, some started businesses, some became known. Ayan seemed like the only one left behind. People said, "Look, everyone has moved forward, except him." And maybe they were right. On the surface, nothing had changed. He was still the same quiet boy with the same old lamp and the same cracked table. But inside him, his roots had grown deep, deep enough to hold the weight of his future. 2 years passed in silence. 2 years without applause. 2 years without recognition. 2 years of pure, invisible effort. Then one day, an announcement came from the city. A huge competition. A competition about innovation, creativity, and problem solving. The winner would receive a scholarship and funding for their project. Ayan gathered all the notes he had made over the years, all the ideas he had worked on at night, all the dreams he had kept hidden. He traveled to the city. He had no fancy clothes, no impressive background, no support. But he had something better: unshakable roots. When he presented his project, the entire hall went silent. His work was brilliant, thoughtful, and practical. It shocked the judges, it surprised the audience, and it silenced the same kind of people who once laughed at him. Ayan won first place. He received the scholarship. He got funding. He was invited to study in a top university. People rushed to meet him, interview him, congratulate him. The same villagers who once mocked him said, "We always knew you were special." But Ayan just smiled, because he knew the truth. He wasn't special. He was simply growing where no one could see him. And that's how every seed grows. Before becoming a tall tree, it must first stay hidden in the darkness. It must fight the soil. It must push through the dirt. It must build roots that no one will ever see. Only then does it rise. Ayan's success wasn't overnight. It was years of silent effort. Effort nobody appreciated. Effort nobody understood. Effort nobody noticed. And that is exactly how your story is going to be. Listen closely. If you're in a slow phase of life right now, if things seem still, If no one sees your hard work, if no one believes in your dreams, don't be discouraged. You are not stuck. You are rooting. Your growth is happening underground, in the silence, in the loneliness, in the moments where nothing seems to move. Just like the seed, you are building strength that the world cannot see yet. And one day, when your time comes, you will rise so high that the same people who doubted you will stand in your shade and say, "How did you grow so much?" And you will smile because you'll know the truth. You grew in silence. You grew when no one was watching. You grew when no one believed in you. You grew because you didn't give up. Remember, the world only sees the tree, never the roots. But the roots are what make the tree unshakable. So keep going, keep working, keep believing. Your roots are growing deeper every day, and very soon, you will rise, just like the seed that grew in silence.